Duke and the Coach.
Saturdays, 10 a.m. on game day. Roar, Lions, roar!
Are you ready for some football?
It's Duke and the Coach.
Starting lineup features Duke, owner of your Columbus Lions professional indoor football team, and head coach Jason Gibson.
It's fast, action-packed, high-scoring football played at the Columbus Civic Center, also known as the Jungle. It's fun, affordable family entertainment. Kids keep any ball they catch and love coming onto the field after every game to meet the players and cheerleaders.
Duke and the Coach are here to help you understand the game and why you need to come.
Roar, Lions, roar! Welcome to Duke and the Coach. I'm Duke Liberatore.
And I'm Jason Gibson, head coach.
And welcome to the show. We have a great show in store for you today. We're going to talk with the coach about where the team is at this point in the season. We'll talk a little bit about children and what this game means to children and what children mean to this game and to our players. We'll talk to some of our players about their role in helping to bring children along the right track in their lives. We'll also be talking about tonight's game against the Georgia Fire. It's Cancer Awareness Night, isn't it, Coach? It's something we do every year, right?
It's a great game. It's a great benefit we do every year. It's slowly becoming one of our marquee games of the year, so I'm excited for it.
So when you see all the pink around, you'll know why. That's why the pink football. I got the pink shirt on today. And our players, don't they wear special uniforms?
They do. They have, every year we work with some sponsors and we do a pink jersey during the game, and it's awesome. The fans love them. We try to mix it up every year and try to do a different one. So
yeah, so come out and support the cause tonight at the Civic Center. Support your local Lions. It's Cancer Awareness Night. We want to see you all out there. So here we are, 4 games into the season, Coach. What are your thoughts? Are we where we wanted to be, where we thought we'd be? What are you thinking?
We're even Steven. I mean, we're just 2-2, and if you'd asked me before the season, we got a huge bye week, 2-week bye week that when the schedule came out, I was a little frustrated. I'm thinking, I don't want to be off for 2 weeks, but looking at how it's transpired with a lot of injuries that we've had with veterans, we need those 2 weeks. So I'm hoping to, have a great game tonight against the Fire, come out injury free, and then take those 2 weeks to get us to the stretch run. So, where we're at, I'd give us a C+. This is a championship team or bust, and we've talked about it. There's pressure on me. There's pressure on the players. They know it. That's why they came here. We've talked about it openly, so it's no secret. And so right now we're just fighting the injury bug. It's kind of hurting us.
What does it mean to have those big travel dates out of the way? The trip to Trenton that we had, the trip to Harrisburg, the long bus rides. Now that they're over, does that work in your favor?
Those were the longest 40 hours of my life that I'll never get back, and that was just one trip. They were long bus trips. The players will tell you we had a couple incidences happen. We laugh about it now, but that was brutal. And we're not going to use it as a crutch. But to get those out of the way, be able to come back to the Civic Center, it's huge. But people have no idea what it's like to spend 20 hours on a bus.
Oh, I can't imagine. Well, come out and look, we have here a special guest. How you doing? Here, give me 5.
What's going on, Little Reed?
What's going on? This is a Lions jersey. So this is the jersey from last year, right, Coach?
That's the jersey we had last year for the Cancer Awareness Night, but we got something special for this year that we can't let out of the bag till Saturday night. You just have to come see it.
Can you give me the special Lions roar? Are you ready? Roar, Lions, roar! There you go. We'll be right back, folks, with more Duke and the Coach.
Thank you, Lane Dermatology, for sponsoring the Lady Lions here on Duke and the Coach.
The next time you need overnight accommodations in Columbus, call the Wingate Hotel. Here you'll find newly remodeled rooms complete with HD televisions and a secure, high-speed wireless and wired internet connection. Near Bradley Park, the Wingate Hotel is convenient for shopping, dining, and entertainment. And after your busy day, we invite you to relax in our spa or saltwater pool. The Wingate Hotel also offers complimentary shuttle transportation to most local destinations. Luxurious, convenient, and affordable. Why stay anywhere else? The Wingate Hotel, Bradley Park, North Columbus.
You're watching Duke and the Coach.
Welcome back to Duke and the Coach. So, Coach, here we are in the season. As you said, 4 games into it. It's almost like starting over with an even record. Right. What about tonight's game? We're playing the Georgia Fire. They'll be developing into our local rival. They're just a couple hours away from here. What do you think about, what does this game tonight mean?
When I was talking to some people yesterday about the game, and they said, well, yeah, you won the first game 71-34, and that doesn't mean anything. Bottom line is it's a division game, so that's problem number one, and it's a home game. So, on our schedule and what we want to do as a team, you got to win your home games and you got to beat the teams in your division in order to have a playoff game. So both those factors come into Saturday night. I don't care what the score was, what our record was. To me, it's a championship type of game, and you said it best. From here on out, really, it's no excuses, and so it's a big game.
All right, so come on out and roar the Lions on to victory tonight against the Georgia Fire, our local rivals. We need you out there. Come on out to the jungle. What about the rule with the wall? I know the walls play an integral part of our game today. Explain to our fans the walls that surround the field, how that comes into playing a role, and what some of the intricacies of playing with a wall is.
Just briefly, the wall is just like a hockey wall, the hockey rink without the glass with the padding. The padding's thick, but if you ask my players, it's not that thick. We always tease that the wall's undefeated, it's never lost. So basically, the basic rules on the wall are, you cannot catch the ball off of the wall. So if a quarterback throws and the ball hits the wall first, hits the side, or hits the top of the wall, and then you catch it, it's out of bounds, it's incomplete. But if a receiver catches the ball, and then, as he's in the air and goes out of bounds or hits the wall, he's still in. I mean, that's the basic concept of it.
Now, of course, our last home game against the Georgia Fire, we had the ESPN Play of the Day on ESPN, and that was where the guy, here it is. Santi will show it for us, and Vince will put it up there, where the guy catches the ball, hits the wall, flips over it. So technically, he was in bounds, right?
Yeah, he's in bounds. He doesn't have to have 1 foot in like college or 2 foot in like the NFL. All he's got to do is be touching that wall when he goes out. As long as he catches it. And what's funny is anytime you see it happen, you'll see referees running over real quick and looking over top of the wall to see if he's got the catch.
Yeah.
And, then they signal touchdown. So I didn't kind of really see it until somebody texted me and said, "You're the #1 play on ESPN."
That was great.
And I turned it on, and I saw him flip over the wall. And I've seen a lot of guys go over the wall. And unfortunately, 90% of it's bad. Yeah. But to see him jump up, flip up, signal touchdown, it was an unbelievable play.
Well, I want to talk for a minute about some of the things you do outside of coaching the Lions. What about the youth football program you put on and the summer camps you do as well for kids? Tell us a little bit about that.
The youth football is in its 7th year, I think. Phenomenal program. We've got teams from Opelika. We've had teams from Atlanta, Harris County, Phoenix City, Muskogee County, Fort Benning, everywhere. Ranges from 9 all the way to 14. They play in the Civic Center on the turf. It's just a great chance for those kids to get inside on the turf.
Full uniforms, right?
Full uniforms. We do, NFL replicas. They get to experience everything the Lions do with the jumbotrons and the announcers and the music. I mean, it's just a great time. Parents love it because you're in a setting like we're sitting right now. It's not too hot, not too cold.
And they're playing right now this time of year. So when's sign-up times for that?
Sign-up starts right
Sorry to interrupt. Got some free kids tickets here. Tell me how.
Introduce Coach to our fans.
This is the greatest coach that should be playing football for us still.
Oh, man.
So, this is Coach Rayshawn Reed, Troy University, Russell High grad, local guy, NFL alumni. He coaches our DBs. That's why we got the best DBs in the league. And he's invaluable to our staff.
Well, thanks for coming on. What do you got in your hands?
Hey, got some free kids tickets. Trying to get them out to all the kids in the community.
All right, well, that works with any of the players, any of the coaches, any of the dance team that's out there in public should be carrying these tickets. Hold them up so our fans can see those. These are what you need to ask our players for. They're also going to be available at Georgia Bariatrics on Macon Road, in Auburn, Opelika, on Frederick Road, and at Airport Thruway, Georgia Bariatrics. But any of our players have these with them at all times. They are free children's tickets with a paying adult. So just ask any of your Lions, give me a couple of those tickets, and the kids get in free. And we want to see you down there tonight at the Cancer Awareness Game where we take on the Georgia Fire. How about if we give them a Lions roar here? You ready?
Let's go.
Roar, Lions, roar!
Do you have headaches, neck and back pain? Is your body feeling stressed? Visit Dr. Michael Perez at Perez Chiropractic Center. Each patient from infant to adult is thoroughly screened and examined before adjustments. You will always experience healing and a friendly atmosphere at Perez Chiropractic Center. For Columbus's newest choice in chiropractic care, contact Perez Chiropractic, 706-596-7220, or visit us at 2263 Brookstone Center Parkway, PerezChiropracticCenter.com.
Welcome back to Duke and a Coach. Coach, let's talk a little bit more about kids and what they mean to indoor football and vice versa, what the sport means to children, because there's a lot of interaction and, a close connection between kids and our game. You do the youth football. I think that's a great thing. It's grown to huge levels over the years. Tell us a little bit about your summer camp. You have a 1 or 2 day camp as well, right?
Yeah, we have a camp for 2 different age groups, I think 6 to 9 and then 10 to 14. I'm running it with me and Damian Daniels going to run it. Of course, he's a 5-time defensive MVP for the league, and now he's the all-time interception leader in the history of indoor football. So, me and him are putting together a camp on June 3rd and June 4th. It's a Tuesday and a Wednesday for the separate age groups. They come in, we do fundamentals, we let them have fun, let them run around on the turf. I mean, it's a great time to.
And kids can sign up at our website?
They can sign up on the website. They can come to our office. Information's all on the website underneath the youth camps, and it's just a great time.
All right, now I want to take a personal look at one of our players here who has an interesting past, a past that has influenced his presence and what he may be doing in the future as it relates to children. Let's break away for that segment. Welcome back to Duke and the Coach, and we're here with Lions nose guard Tyrell Zimmerman. We've asked him to be on the show and tell us a little bit about himself. Welcome to the show, Tyrell. It's great to have you with us.
I'm doing good. Having me.
Yeah, you're quite welcome. And welcome to Columbus. How's Columbus treating you so far?
So far, so good. I'm still getting adjusted here, but I love the community. I love the people out here.
Well, that's great. We're happy to hear that. Tell us a little bit about your past. What was it like? Where did you grow up?
So I'm from the tri-state area, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, and I grew up in Waterbury, Connecticut.
What was it like there?
And so Waterbury is a very interesting place. I grew up, in a tough situation, being the oldest of 5 boys. I lost my dad to a tragedy, an untimely death, at the age of 16. And that affected me a lot growing up. And Waterbury is one of those places if you're either going to make it or you're not. And so fortunately for me, I was able to do some things that allowed myself to be successful and get out of there.
Tell us a little bit about that environment. It's not a middle class or upper class environment. What's it like? I mean, what's the community itself like?
It's a very interesting dynamic up there. You have some people who are middle class, but there's a very large minority group there. And I was part of the minority group, the lower class.
So you experienced some tragedies in your life, the early loss of your dad. How was that for you? And how did all that influence you?
Well, let me rewind you a little bit and talk about some of my childhood experiences. So one of the biggest things, and I'm not afraid to talk about this. I know some people don't like to talk about things as sensitive as this, but I feel like this is the kind of information and the kind of things that we should say to help other young people who may be experiencing some of the things. So I did grow up in a drug-infested home, experienced a lot of abuse, from my father with, me and my brothers, and abuse, seeing my mom, get abused. And I understand that, that's a very difficult topic to talk about, but that is some of the things that I experienced, growing up, not having much, not having the essentials, not always having the opportunity to have dinner or to have meals or to have the things I needed, clothes for school. When it was time to eat, we didn't always have food to eat. I also can remember, at some point in our life, we didn't even have a back door. And sometimes we would come home from wherever we were, and there would be people sleeping in the house. And, we used to heat the house in the winter with the stove and things like that. So.
But what about that early environment, or what got you on the right track? It would have been easy to fall into, the drug world and to go astray. But what inspired you and what kept you on the right track?
Well, a couple of things. The first thing I would like to say is my faith. My faith, family, friends, and community. People, whoever they were and wherever they were, they always, reached out and supported us. My faith was very important to me. And just being the oldest of 5 boys, when I would look into my brother's eyes, to know that I was the new leader, the new commander-in-chief, and just to know, form that bond, just to let them know I wasn't going to let them down, and I wanted to be an example and to be somebody that they can look up to and to break the cycle. My father was into drugs and his father was into drugs, and so, we come from, a generational cycle where that, is seen and that is often and that is, primarily the example. But I wanted to break that, and it meant a lot to me to to look into my brother's eyes and know that they were counting on me.
And I think that's a big key, is that you've taken a tragic past or an unfortunate past, and you've turned that into a turning point in your life and to move forward. And I understand you're reaching out to other children, trying to use your story as somewhat of a role model or an inspiration or a motivating story to those children. Tell us how you're reaching out today to children, how you've used this unfortunate situation, turned it into a positive, and what are you doing to reach out to kids?
And so what I've been able to do after realizing the impact that I had on my own brothers is something, a message that I wanted to take abroad and take it outside of my local community, outside of my local home, and bring it abroad and share the same message with other young people who may be going through different things, different obstacles in their life, to help inspire them to reach their goals and overcome obstacles. So what I did was I went ahead and started my own nonprofit organization, my own foundation. It's called Zim Nation Foundation Dream.
So that's Zim, Z-I-M-M Foundation, and there's a website?
Zim Nation Foundation, yes. The website is www.zimnationfoundation.org.
Okay, zimnationfoundation.org.
Yes, sir.
So people can go there and make a contribution to your cause?
They can go there, make a contribution, but most importantly, they can go there and find out information, find out some of the things that I'm doing in the community. I've been doing some things with the Columbus Lions, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to be able to be a Columbus Lion and go out into the community. Some of the things we're doing, we're going around reading at some of the schools and just speaking and enriching the lives of young people here in the community, just trying to inspire them, to let them know that they can overcome whatever they're going through.
Any one brief message, just a few second pointer you would say to the children out there watching today?
I just want to let every young person know that no matter what you come from, we all have a story. We all have obstacles. We all have different things that we had to come through. But if you just, if you're determined and you persevere and you just believe in yourself and, you just do the things that you need to do to accomplish those goals, you can do it. I don't feel like that, it doesn't matter where you come from or what you've been through. It's just if you're determined, you can make it.
Well, Zim, thank you for sharing your story with us. Welcome to Columbus, and good luck in your reaching out to children and with your foundation, Zim Nation Foundation.
Yes,
we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good again, man. Good, man. So there you have it, folks. Tyrell Zimmerman sharing his story as a Lion, and we hope that's inspired you.
Since 1987, Georgia Bariatrics has been #1 for weight loss. You and I have seen countless weight loss centers open, promise miracles, and then close. The only thing you lose is your hard-earned dollar. At Georgia Bariatrics, our goal is to help you reach yours. So when you're ready for a safe, effective, medically supervised, and healthy weight loss with proven results and free maintenance doctor visits, come see me. Georgia Bariatrics has been here for over 25 years, and Lord willing, I'll be here another 25. I'm waiting for you.
You're watching Duke and the Coach.
Welcome back to Duke and the Coach, and this segment we have Lions defensive coordinator